Have you ever wondered how your assumptions shape your reality? This is not merely a philosophical question, but a psychological principle known as the law of assumption. This concept proposes that your assumptions, those beliefs you hold about the world and yourself, have the power to shape your experiences. It's an invisible hand that guides your life, molding it in the image of your beliefs. Imagine the potential this holds for self-improvement, motivation, and goal achievement. By consciously shaping our assumptions, we can effectively influence our reality. If you believe you can achieve something, that belief fuels your motivation, directs your efforts, and ultimately influences your results. The law of assumption is not just about what happens in our minds, but about how our minds can shape our world. It's a powerful tool, an internal compass guiding us towards our desired destination. So, what you assume you become, but how do we put this into practice? You might be wondering, how do assumptions become reality? Assumptions, my friends, are powerful tools that often dictate our actions and reactions, subsequently molding our reality. It's a process that starts within our minds and spirals out, shaping the world around us. Imagine for a moment you're about to embark on a new project. The seed of an assumption is planted. Perhaps it's the thought, "I'm going to fail at this." This assumption, although a mere thought, begins to influence your actions. You might not put in as much effort, you might procrastinate or even avoid the project altogether. The result? Well, you've assumed failure and lo and behold, you fail. But let's rewind and change the narrative. What if instead the assumption was, "I can succeed at this"? Suddenly you're motivated, you're eager, you're putting in the time and effort. The outcome? More often than not, it's success. The examples are endless. Assume you're bad at public speaking and you'll stutter and trip over your words. Assume you're a great cook and your meals will reflect that confidence. The common thread here is that our assumptions, whether positive or negative, influence our actions, which in turn shape our outcomes. But it's not just about the big things. The small daily assumptions we make play an equally important role. Assume you'll have a bad day and every minor inconvenience will seem like a catastrophe. Assume you'll have a good day and you'll find joy in the little things. Now, I hear you asking, what if reality doesn't align with my assumptions? And that's a valid question. But remember, our assumptions aren't fortune-telling devices. They're not always going to predict reality perfectly, but they do have the power to influence our actions, and therefore our reality to a significant extent. Now that we understand the power of assumption and its impact on our lives, let's explore how we can use this to our advantage. How can we harness the power of assumption to achieve our goals? The law of assumption is a powerful tool, and its application can be boiled down into 3 key steps: visualization, positive affirmations, and changing negative thought patterns. Let's start with visualization. This is about creating a vivid mental picture of your desired outcome. Picture yourself achieving your goal and let that image become a guiding force in your mind. The more real it feels, the more powerful it becomes. Next, we have positive affirmations. Positive affirmations are statements that affirm your desired state of being or goal. These can be as simple as "I am successful" or "I am healthy." Make sure these affirmations are in the present tense because the law of assumption operates in the now. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, we have to change our negative thought patterns. This means replacing doubts and fears with belief and optimism. It's about challenging the thoughts that tell you "I can't" and replacing them with "I can" and "I will." But remember, consistency is key. These practices should be a part of your everyday life. The more you practice, the more it becomes ingrained in your mind, and the more powerful the results will be. And most importantly, you must believe in the process. It's not enough to simply go through the motions. You must truly believe that you can achieve your goals. The law of assumption is not a magic trick, but a tool for self-improvement and motivation. It's all about what you believe you can achieve. So what have we learned today? We've unearthed the power of assumption, understanding how deeply it can shape our reality. We've realized that the law of assumption isn't just a theory, but a practical tool, something we can wield to influence our lives positively. We've learned how to apply it effectively, how to assume the best for ourselves, and how this assumption can bring about the changes we desire. Remember, your assumptions shape your world, so assume the best for yourself and see the difference it makes.